Hey there. Welcome to day one of my course on how to stop worrying about your patients. If you are watching this and you haven't yet actually subscribed to the email version of this course where it comes to you every day in your inbox, I would invite you to do that at joanchanmd.com/course. It will be in the description of the video below. So this is day one. It was the summer of 2021, and I was drowning in patient care. Every morning, I was working a full day of patient care, including paperwork and meetings, what lunch break, seeing my kids for an hour, then spending the rest of the evening back on the EMR. My inbox was overflowing, and charts were being left undone for days, if not weeks. I was so resentful of my patients, all of their needs, all of their demands. It came to a head one day when I was seeing a patient and I started to feel resentful towards his knee. Like, seriously, knee? Did you have to start giving this guy trouble at this time? Don't you know how busy I am? Something had to change. I started searching for answers in podcasts, books, courses, and I found the solution that changed my life: coaching. Working with a coach, I learned the real cause of my misery and overwhelm. It wasn't my patients and their demands. It was how my brain was worrying about my patients and their demands. My patient would ask me to squeeze in their family member in an appointment. I would worry that I couldn't say no without being a bad doctor. My patient would insist on an MRI for their back pain. I would worry that if I said yes, then I'd be wasting healthcare resources, and if I said no, then the patient would hate me. My patient would come in for the 10th time for the same symptoms, and I would worry that I wasn't smart enough to help them and might be missing something serious. I thought I had to get tougher, get wiser, get smarter, then I'd feel better about the decisions I made for my patients. But through coaching, I discovered that all I had to do was stop worrying. I learned that worrying was actually the main thing keeping me miserable and overwhelmed. When you stop worrying, all you have left is your brilliant brain. You can use that brain to make your best decisions for your patients and then move on to the next. No more second guessing your choices. No more decision procrastinating for fear it's the wrong one. You decide, you act, you learn. That's it. You might be getting mad at me by now. I know I used to hate when people told me to just stop worrying about it, as if I had a choice. Didn't I have to keep worrying about my patients in order to be a good and caring doctor? Wasn't worrying just part of my high achieving perfectionistic personality and therefore not something I could change? My dear friend, I have learned that the answer to those questions is a definitive no. Worrying is optional, and there are good reasons why it's so hard to stop worrying. That's where I can help. I want to invite you to pause and think of one specific patient worry that is disrupting your love for patient care right now. Over these next 7 days together, I will be sharing the surprising truths about why we worry about our patients and what we can do to stop. Keep your worst patient worry in mind and ask yourself how things would be different if you applied what you learn in this course to letting that worry go. First up in tomorrow's email, I want to debunk the lie that we need to worry about our patients to be good clinicians and what truth we can start believing instead. Sending love to your worried brain, Joan.